Welcome to Leahy Stadium for the District A-1 semifinal between the Creighton Prep Junior Jays and the Lincoln North Star Navigators. The Junior Jays coming in with a one-loss record against the Navigators, who have been struggling so far this year, looking to get a sneaky victory over the Junior Jays. Creighton Prep, some great players on the team this year. Returning varsity starter Jordan Guenma, who leads Class A in goals and second in assists. Gonna look for a lot out of him today. As we look at the bracket here in District A1, a playing game was won by Lincoln North Star against Burke to get here in the first place. And now, as we take a look at the other district hosts, Miller North, Omaha South, West Side, all teams the Junior Jays have beat. Miller North holding the only loss for the Junior Jays. The first game at Leahy, they won. Junior Jays were able to win their second meeting in the Metro Conference Tournament, and we are underway. North Star had kick. And now they're on the offensive here. An early shot taken. That one was Basim Adalki, excuse me. And now here's McClay. Dowd looking across the field for Jude Van Bell, a first-year varsity starter. Now here's Brackey. Junior Jays slowly making their way up the field. McClay here on the wing. Dribbles around some Navigator defenders. And that one's knocked away by Ronaldo Kasim. Sacco looking across. In the box, Guema with it now. Looked for a shot. And some good defense by Henry Kleppinger. McClay on the throw-in. Got it to Guenma. Dowd now. Dowd takes a shot early, just wide left. Sacco got it away. Clearance there by Fook Vu. Now here's Brackey. Over to Lotus. Brackey with a center. Dowd looking to get in the box. Now here's Guenma. Guenma looked for a shot, deflected. That one deflected early by this Navigator defense. Already had some pretty oppressive attacks by this Junior J offense. Now here's a corner kick. It's up, looking for Guenma. Guenma got a touch on it. Centered back again. Brackey, and it's going to be recovered here by Isaiah Unterseher. Sahur Ahmed. Now here's Will Stratman and Jude Van Bell. Throw in here for the Navigators. Here's Dowd looking to do something with it. Taken over. Iguenma now with some room. Look to get over to Lotus, but it's knocked away early. Great defense there by Eldon Ramulich. North Star looking to get some here. Oscar Palacios. Guarded heavily by Brody Brackey. Got it back to Ahmed. And it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say in the possession of the Junior Jays. Sacco on the throw in. He's going to get it back to Jude Van Bell. Now to Brackey. Dowd over to Iguenma. Iguenma racing down the field. Mixed cup, the middle still going. Closing in, he's going to take a shot. It's going to be deflected, and it'll be a goal kick. It looks like the goal kick here taken by number 18, Eldon Ramulich. Alagaban. Now here's Luis Tokporo. Dowd try to get something. Some really good ball movement here early by the Junior Jays. Flynn McClay going up the field, and he's going to be tackled by Ramulich. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Junior Jays. Luis, some good defense there. Now here's Iguenma in the box. Got it out, and it's going to be cleared. That one cleared early. Through ball by Sahar Ahmed. A little long. Now here's Brackey. Stratman. Now McClay. And Lotus now. Lotus in the corner. Tried to get a move. Tried to get past him. Couldn't. Cleared out by Ronaldo Kasim. Dowd looked to try get in the box for Iguenma. But it's just going to be cleared away once again. Here's Palacios. And they're going to say it's in the possession of the Navigators. Bouncing around a little bit, but it looks like Dowd is going to come out on top. Now here's Iguenma. Iguenma's got some room. Iguenma looking for Lotus. Lotus trying to make a move. Good defense there by Good defense there by, Romulich. And here's Dowd. Over to Sacco. Sacco on the outside. He gets knocked over. And they're going to say it's a yellow card. Yellow card on Fook Vu on that hit, and Sacco's still on the ground. So far in this game, Junior Jays have dominated possession. Haven't seen the ball get anywhere close to Alex Sibernson, senior goalkeeper for the Junior Jays. Just been a lot of late deflections or early deflections, and the shots taken by Jordan Guenma, Tim Dowd, and others. Seems like they just haven't had much of an opportunity to get it into the box in time for a shot before it's cleared away or interrupted by some sort of navigator defender. Gabe Vaughn will sub in here for Jacob Sacco. And it's going to be a free kick from that spot. So taken by Dowd. Into the box. And falls into the possession of Isaiah Unterser. Looking for a drop kick. That one looked to maybe roll off the side of his foot. It's going to come out of bounds, and it's thrown here for the Junior Jays. Here's Van Bell. Van Bell to McClay. Now here's Tokporo on the wing. Tokporo struggling. Tries to get it back to McClay. McClay's going to have to get it all the way back to these Junior J defenders. Great sequence there by Lincoln North Star. Now here's McClay again. McClay looking for a shot. That one's going to be wide right. And it's going to be a goal kick here for Unterser. And it looks like it will stop time. The officials conversing here. Looks like play will resume as normal. And here comes North Star on the offensive, but it's just going to be picked up by Sibernson. Dowd. Over to Vaughn. McClay over to Luis Tokporo. Tokporo now. Tokporo tries to get around his defender. And the whistle is blown. And it's going to be another yellow card here for Lincoln North Star. free kick here. Again by Dowd. He's going to try to get into the box here for a shot. Dowd with an arc. And McClay tried to get on it, but he couldn't. And it was cleared away by number 11. Number 11, Joaquin Beckman. Bracky. Dowd tried to get it in, but it's cleared away. That time by number 23, Henry Kleppinger. Now here's North Star on the attack, Oscar Palacios. Back to Pedro Villegas. Now Lotus. After a great defensive possession by the Junior Jays. Tokporo trying to get around. And whistle's blown. They're going to give possession to North Star. It's going to be a free kick here for the Navigators. This one taken by Romulich. And it's going to be Vaughn with a good touch. Knocked away by Kleppinger. Dowd over to McClay. Iguanma up to Tokporo. Tokporo got in front of the defense. Now he's on the corner. Tries to get it back to Iguanma, who chips it up to Lotus. Couldn't get a shot off. And now it's going to be cleared away once again by Joaquin Beckman. Bracky. Now here's Stratman. Stratman racing up the field. Stratman trying to get through to Iguanma. Just out of reach. Wow. Good idea there by the sophomore. Got it through. Just put a little bit too much on it, and Iguanma couldn't catch up. Falls out of bounds. Now here's a goal kick here for the Navigators. Romulich with a big kick. Palacios trying to make something happen. Gets it back to Ahmed. And that one looked like it was for Palacios, but just a little bit too much. Falls out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw in here for Gabe Vaughn. Some substitutions for the Junior Jays. Out comes Phil McClay. In for him is Matthew Daly. Vaughn. Tries to get over to Iguanma. It was a good touch, and now it's Lotus. Lotus gets it through to Tokporo. Tokporo's going to have a shot. He gets it, and then blocked away. Great work there by Isaiah Untersuher. Blocking shot by Tokporos. And now it's going to be the Junior Jays on the offensive again. Still 0-0 with 24 minutes remaining in the first half. Goal kick here. Great touch there by Alagaban. Van Bell to Daly. Gabe Vaughn with a great touch there. Now here's Will Stratman. He's going to send it back. Tokporo. Try to get some. Now here's Dowd. Over to Iguenma. Dowd. Now to Daly. Daly tried to get it in, and it's going to be cleared away. Clearance by number 20, Jonathan Flores. Here's Van Bell. Van Bell over to Tokporo. Dowd. Looking for something. Crossfield over to Gabe Vaughn. He's going to keep possession after getting around two defenders and look to center it, but gets bodied, and it's going to be a goal kick here for the Navigators. Now here's a goal kick here for Lincoln North Star. And it's going to fall into the possession of the Junior Jays. Junior Jays, again, dominating possession here. Every time the Navigators try to get something going on offense, they get shut down almost immediately. And this Junior Jay defense, back and forth here on defense, as Tim Dowd's pass goes long, and it's going to be a throw-in for Lincoln North Star. Throw in this time here for the Junior Jays. Here's Brackey. Dowd over to Van Bell. Daly, Junior Jays on a quick offensive pursuit here. Daly still with it. Trying to look for an opening in his center. Gets his rebound. Now it's Iguenma just outside the box. Lotus going to take a shot. Knocked away. Lotus back to Dowd. Dowd looking for Tokporo. Tokporo with a nice touch. Tokporo looking for a shot. Can't get it. And it's cleared away. Great defense by the Navigators. And here's Palacios. Looking for a clearance for Aldalki. That pass by Brody Brackey. Knocked away quick. Here's Palacios again. Palacios makes a good move. And now he's knocked away by Van Bell. Van Bell with a great move. And he's going to get it. Now here's Lotus on the attack. And it's going to be a goal kick here. But not after some substitutions for the Junior Jays. Out come Tim Dowd and Luis Tokporo. In for them is Drew Manzu. And in for Tim Dowd is Martin Avalos Magana. Vaughn. His attempt knocked away by number 20, Jonathan Flores. Throw in here for Vaughn. Over to Avalos Magana, who's going to send it back to Brackey. Daly. Daly back with it. Gets it over to Avalos Magana, who gets it back to Daly. Daly now in the box. Daly's center knocked away there by some Navigator defenders. And it's going to be a corner kick. This one taken by Gabe Vaughn. Vaughn's corner kick is up, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it's off the head of a North Star defender, and it's going to be another chance at a corner kick here. It's up. And nearly knocked in by Jordan Iguenma, but it's just to the left, and it's going to be another goal kick here for Unter Sahur. Van Bell. No. Now here's Daly. Monzu. Back to Van Bell. Alagabon now. Over to Iguenma. Iguenma up to Daly for an attack here. His pass knocked away almost immediately by Fook Vu. And another substitution. In for Matthew Daly is Flynn McClay, and he will do the throw-in. Over to Iguenma. Iguenma looking for a center, looking for Lotus, but just a little long. Lotus going to have to get it back over the center. Gabe Vaughn looked for a header, get it in, and Jordan Iguenma is going to take a shot, but it's going to go up and is out the back for another Lincoln North Star goal kick. Now here's the Junior Jays on the attack once again. McClay into Iguenma. Now here's Dowd. Dowd over to Gabe Vaughn. Vaughn with a quick center. Touched by Flynn McClay, excuse me. And his pass to Iguenma knocked away. Some great defensive work here by Lincoln North Star. Only Junior J scoreless so far, even after all these shots and shot attempts. Brackey over to Dowd. Dowd looking. Now here's Manzu. McClay in the box. Tried to get a center, but it's going to be another Junior J corner kick. That corner kicked, and shot taken right at the goal line by Connor Lotus, but missed it wide. Unfortunate there for the Junior Jays. Was touched first by Isaiah Unterseher. And here's Romelich. Clock will stop. Now it's going to be Palacios, guarded by Vaughn. Palacios looking for something. Gets a quick pass to Ahmed. Now here's Ahmed again. Ahmed to Cleveland. Cleveland, excuse me. Dowd. Now it's Van Bell. He's going to let it roll over to McClay. Now it's Manzu on the attack early. But he's just going to send it back. Stratman, now to Van Bell. Slowly making their way up the field. McClay looking for Manzu. Manzu tried to get a center. That one knocked away early. By number 2, Prince Hargrave. Excuse me. That was Julio Tellez Leon. Now here's a corner kick. That one low, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Junior Jays. Van Bell over to McClay. McClay now to Iguenma. Iguenma surveying. Gets a 1-2 with Tim Dowd. Takes a shot, deflected, and they're going to say it's off the foot of the Navigators. And they're going to stop time here. Out will go Palacios. And it's a Junior J corner kick. Up. And nearly in. Shot by Jordan Iguenma. Looking for the header, but we're going to say it's off of Lincoln North Star defender there. And it's going to be another corner kick here for Creighton Prep. Here goes Gabe Vaughn. Up and deflected out of bounds. That time they're going to say it's off of Creighton Prep. And it's going to be another goal kick. Junior Jays unable to get anything going despite them being so offensively oppressive here in the first half. As just under 10 minutes remain. Lincoln North Star here with attack on their own. Basim Dalkey. Deflected away. Now here's Iguenma. Iguenma through ball to Manzu. Manzu going to take a shot, and it's in. Drew Manzu with a shot just outside the box. And it is in for the first goal of this match. Junior Jays up 1-0 here in the district semifinal. Back in here for Lincoln North Star is Oscar Palacios. Strapman looking for Vaughn. Taken over by Basima Dalkey. Brackey. Over to McClay. McClay to Alagabon. Alagabon now to Manzu. Manzu with the center, and it's going to be recovered early by Hunter Sahur. Dowd now. Over to Stratman. Igoma splits between two defenders. Gets a through ball to Tokporo, and it is recovered by Hunter Sahur before he can get a shot off. Wow, great goaltending there by Lincoln North Star. Vaughn over to Iguenma. Now it's Dowd. McClay looking for Tokporos. He's heavily guarded. Now here comes Adalki. Looking for Palacios. But Will Stratman's going to get there first. And it's going to fall back into the possession of this Junior J defensive front. Here's Tokporo. His pass knocked away early. Iguenma looking to make a move. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn with a unfortunate first touch. And that one's going to roll out of bounds. As we near closer and closer to the half. Junior J's up 1-0 on the Navigators. Off of a goal from Drew Manzu just outside the box. Had some distance on it. Romulich with a goal kick once again. And it's going to fall into the possession of Tokporo. Tokporo splits two. Nearly gets past another one, and they're going to blow a whistle for a foul on the Navigator. It's going to be a free kick here. Dowd here on the free kick. Dowd's free kick is up and doesn't get hit, so it's going to be, I'm going to say it's off of a Navigator defender. It's going to be another Junior J corner kick. A little over 4 minutes remaining here in this first half. Free kick is up. And a shot taken by Iguenma. Gets knocked away. Now here's Will Stratman trying to get some. Still in the box. Stratman looking for a center, but that's going to be a foul on another Lincoln North Star defender. This time on number 23, Henley Kleppinger. And he will be jogged over to the Lincoln North Star bench. Stratman a little slow to get up, and he will be able to walk himself. He's going to stay in this game. And it's going to be a penalty shot here for the Junior Jays. Looks like Jordan Iguenma is going to be the guy they're going to call on. Again, leads Class A in goals, second in assists. Very seasoned player on varsity despite it only being his second year. Now it's just him and Isaiah Unterseher. Go ahead, whistle's blown. He takes a shot, and it's saved by Unterseher. Got the touch on it, bounced off the goalpost. Iguenma thought it was in. Wow, what a save by Lincoln North Star goalie Isaiah Unterseher. Now here's Tokporo on the attack. It's going to be it looked to be a shot there by Lagabon from way outside the box, about 30 yards out. It's going to miss wide left. Now here's Manzu, and cleared away once again. Lincoln North Star on a little attack of their own. Pedro Villegas. Try to get some going, but it's knocked away. Now it's going to be a throw in here for the Junior Jays. Dowd. Stratman now. Tokporo over to Dowd. Dowd dribbling up. Looking for McClay. McClay with a center for Manzu, and he has his second of the night. 2-0 Creighton Prep Drew Manzu. 2 goals for the senior. What a shot there. Great pass as well by Flynn McClay from the outside. Found the back of the net. Junior Jays up 2-0 in the District A-1 semifinal. North Star looking for an attack here. Couldn't find anything. Whistle's blown. Looks like it's going to be a free kick. Looks like it deflected off of the referee. So it's going to be given to North Star here. Here's Uguenma. Uguenma takes a shot. That one's saved again by Unterseher. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Corner kick here for the Junior Jays. Dowd. It's up. A shot taken by Uguenma, deflected again. Uguenma on the outside. Gets it to Stratman, who looked like he wanted to cross it, but it's going to fall into the hands of Unterseher. Bragg with a good touch over to Tokporo. Tokporo looking for a through as we approach 10 seconds left, and it's going to be cleared out of bounds by North Star, and that is how the first half will conclude. Junior Jays up 2-0 on Lincoln North Star behind 2 goals from the senior Drew Manzu. Junior Jays dominating possession in the first half, playing very well. North Star also playing very well. Defensively, they were very solid in the first half. In the first part of the first half, started to get, but then the Junior Jays found their rhythm, found their shots starting to connect, and again, Drew Manzu finding the back of the net twice. He has their only 2 goals. Some great soccer coming up next in the second half of the District A-1 semifinal game here at Leahy Stadium. This is CPSN. Welcome back to Leahy Stadium, where the Junior Jays are up on the Navigators 2-0 off of 2 goals from the senior Drew Monzu. Both goals came relatively quickly succession. Now Tim Dowd to kick off and start us here in the second half. Wasting no time. Now here's Guema in the box. He's going to take a shot, misses left. Unter Sahur with some good defense. Wow. Iguenma. So many shots here in this game. Just none of them getting through, either getting deflected or saved by Unter Sahur. Now here's a corner kick. This one up. Iguenma is going to take a shot. And they're going to say it wasn't in. Off Iguenma's shot, they're going to say it was not in the goal. Wow. Iguenma again. Shot. That time by Alagaban. Just a little high. Great shot attempt there. Unable. Junior Jays back on the offensive. Tokporo looking to get it over to Iguenma. Iguenma with the touch. Tried to get it centered. Some good defense, though. Some good defense there by number 5, Ronaldo Kasim. Iguenma with a cross. That one looking for Lagaban or Tokporo, but it's going to fall out of bounds. Last touch by the Navigators. Palacios with clearance, and now it's going to be Brackey. Van Bell, Brackey, and Stratman exchanging passes. Here's Vaughn. And a shot. That one hitting the back of the net as well. Taken by Connor Lotus. Increasing the lead. Now it is 3-0. Creighton Prep leads on the Gators. And it's going to be a Lincoln North Star kickoff here. Wasting not a lot of time either, but it falls into the possession of the Junior Jay defense. Now here's Vaughn. Vaughn to Dowd. Dowd to McClay, and McClay down the right side for Lotus. Lotus with a center looking for Iguenma, and it's going to be cleared away. That time by Sahur Ahmed. Now it's a Junior J corner kick. This one taken by Gabe Vaughn. It's up. Shot taken by Dowd, and it's blocked away. Tokporo with a shot. Doesn't go in. Blocked again by Entresaher. And another one by Dowd. Still in the box. And it's finally cleared away. Oh, my goodness. 3 shots by Tokporo and Dowd, and none of them able to find the back of the net. Great defense there. Great defense indeed by the Navigators. Now here's Fook Vu. Aldaki gets it taken away. Now here's Vaughn up the left side. Vaughn looking for Tokporo.
Sorry about that.
Shot taken, knocked away. Lotus slow to get up. Uguima calling for it in the box. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Goal kick here. This one taken by Elvin Romulich. McClay. Over to Iguenma. Now to Lotus. Lotus looking for a center. That takes a shot. Had some curve, but a little high. Went above the goalpost. Romulich again. It's going to be Lotus again. Lotus. Lotus looked to try to get it through over to Iguenma. Now here's Dowd. Over to Stratman. Vaughn. Knocked away. And now here's Lincoln North Star. But not before Brackey can get to it, along with Van Bell. Vaughn. Over to Tokporo. Tokporo guarded by 2. Back to Elagaban. This ball cleared away. And it's going to roll out of bounds, last touched by the Navigators. Brackey. Stratman to Vaughn. Here we are again. Vaughn looking for a cross. But it's knocked away by Romulich. Looks like it's going to be going to be a corner kick, this time taken by Tim Dowd. Dowd's corner is up and punched away by Unterseher. Junior Jays will be awarded another corner kick. His corner's up, low and skied away. Throw in here. Dowd on the wing. Dowd now in the corner. Knocked away. They're going to still say it's off of North Star. It's going to be a third corner kick for the Junior Jays. Corner kick is up, and Unterseher is going to catch. That drop kick seemed to roll off the right side of his foot. Now here's Gabe Vaughn. Over to Van Bell. Van Bell trying to get over to Gabe Vaughn. Can't get it to go far enough. And now it's McClay. Clay looking for a center, but Fugvu is on him. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Vu. And now another corner kick for Creighton Prep. Now here's Van Bell. Now here's Brackey. It's going to be another corner kick here for the Junior Jays. It's going to be a free kick near the corner. This one taken by Flynn McClay. Over to Dowd. Dowd tried to get in the box. Header taken by Iguenma. That one wide right. Wow, getting very unlucky on his shots here. And he's had some really great shots. Good opportunities, open net. Just hasn't been able to find his rhythm. Subs in here for North Star. Now here comes Tim Dowd. Dowd to Alagabad. Iguenma in the box. Iguenma dribbling. Trying to get something. Looking for someone. Just takes a shot and it's going to roll out of bounds for another goal kick. Romulich. Now here's Tokporo. Tokporo looking for center there, knocked away, and it's going to be a throw-in. Wasting no time. Now here's Dowd. Over to Van Bell. Van Bell gets to McClay. McClay's going to center it, looking for Iguenma. It's going to be knocked away, nearly own goal. Luckily, recovered by Isaiah Unterseher. They're going to call it a corner kick. Taken by Gabe Vaughn here. Oh, a quick header taken by Brody Brackey, and it's just a little high. It's going to be another goal kick. We've seen that a lot. A lot of opportunities for headers here off corner kicks or, free kicks. Just unable to get him past this Navigator defense. Now here's Vaughn. Vaughn gets taken away. Taken away there by now here's Iguenma. Iguenma dribbling up. Tries to get it through to Lotus. Gets his rebound. Takes a shot. Misses it wide. Powerful shot from way outside the box. Hard to control those. It's going to be, once again, another goal kick here for Romulich. Again is going to take it. That one up. And here's Phuc Vu. And now it's Lotus. Lotus over to McClay. McClay racing down the right side. Junior Jay's outnumbered here. And a tackle there by Vu. And that is going to be a yellow card for him. And that is his second. It's going to be a red card. He is sent off. Just not what you want to see if you're North Star here. Down three. Down three almost halfway through the second half of the game. And in for Vu is going to be number 23, Henry Kleppinger. It's going to be Dowd on a free kick from that position. Waiting for the go-ahead. It's up in the box, off the top, and it's batted away by Unterseher once again. Now here's Dowd. Long pass. That one was Jonathan Hernandez Aguilar. And Sibertson's going to hand it off here to Vaughn. Now to Tokporo. Tokporo looking for Iguema. Iguema into Lotus. And it's going to be an offside call. There on Iguema. It's going to be a free kick. This one taken by Romulich. Clay. Brackey looking for Vaughn on the right or left side. And it's going to be a throw in here for the Junior Jays. As the subs take the field. Some substitutions here for the Junior Jays. In come Josh Franco. In are Josh Franco and Drew Gotch. Franco looked to get it through to Lotus. Knocked away, but stayed with it, got his rebound. Now here's Van Bell looking for Dowd. Gotch looking for something. Back to Stratman. Big pass. Looked like it was for Lotus there. It's knocked away. Another goal kick here for Romulich. In for the Junior Jays as well is number 7, Dubon or Dado Guzman. Junior Jays on the offensive once again. Gotch on the left side. Dado Guzman. Now it's Stratman. Van Bell. Over to Hurtado Guzman. Stratman looked to get it into Iguema, knocked away. Stratman again, looking for a pass into the box. Can't get it. Lotus. Same idea, knocked away. Gotch wins his 50-50. Now it's Franco in the right corner. Franco sends it over. Shot taken by Lotus, and his is bottom right. Connor Lotus, Drew Manzu share 2 goals. Junior Jays up 4-0 on Lincoln North Star with 18 minutes left in the second half. Some more subs here For the Junior Jays, in come Caleb Pick, Philip Ofafa, Matt Sledge, and Martin Avalos Magana. As well as Landon McKinney. Brackey. Now Pick. Pick over to Gotch. Gotch going up the field. Gotch to Sledge. Back to Iguenma. Iguenma. Looking for Franco. Now it's Avalos Magana. Cleared away. Cleared away by Lincoln North Stars, number 18. That's Romulich. And now it's Ofafa. Over to Hurtado Guzman. Now it's Gotch. Gotch looked like he wanted a through ball, but put a little bit too much on it. And Unterseher is going to fall on top. Pick. Over to Avalos Magana. Now it's McKinney. Franco. Pass into the box by Avalos Magana. And now it's Hurtado Guzman. He's going to take a shot. Hits it high. It's going to be a goal kick here for the Navigators. Goal kick. Now here's Avalos Magana. Over to Franco, and it's back. Ofafa to Brackey. Gotch now. Gotch making advancements. Makes a move. Gets into the box. Tries to get some through. Shot taken there by McKinney. Just looked to be a little awkward positioning there. Misses it left. And now in for Brackey is going to be Evan Kirchhoffer. And Sledge will move back, or Sledge will move down to the defensive position. Fafa over to Kirchhoffer. Sledge looking for something. Just gets it back to Ofafa. Now here's Pick. Pick to Gotch. Gotch to Iguenma. Iguenma now in the corner. Gets it in more towards the box. Makes a move. He's going to take a shot of his own. And finally, Iguenma gets one to go. increasing the lead 5-0. Junior Jays lead Lincoln North Star here in the District A-1 semifinal. With just under 14 minutes remaining in the game. Junior Jays will increase their lead. Kickoff here for Lincoln North Star. Ofafa back to Sibernson. Avalos Magana gets it through to Evan Kirchhoffer. Kirchhoffer tried to get it over to Gotch, put a little bit too much on it, unfortunately. And it looks to be a throw in here for the Junior Jays, deep in the North Star territory. Avalos Magana gets it over to McKinney. His shot, again, just in an awkward spot. Couldn't get around it fully. Here's Palacios. North Star starting to get something going here. Avalos Magana gets back on it. Now here's Matthew Daly. McKinney back to Gotch. Gotch looking to get it through to Kirchhoffer. Kirchhoffer with a center. And a shot, and it is going to miss left. Romulich gets to Gotch. Now here's McKinney. McKinney through to Sledge, missed it, got it deflected. Another goal kick here. Romulich. Roberto Guzman. Now here's Franco. Back to Avalos Magana. Looking for something, gets it back to Daly. Now here's McKinney. McKinney looking for Franco there on the right corner. Now here's Avalos Magana. Over to Daly and back to Ofafa. Now here's Gotch dribbling down the field. Got past someone. Takes a big shot and misses it right. Looks like they're going to say it's off of Lincoln North Star. It's going to be off of Lincoln North Star, and another corner kick here for the Junior Jays with just under 10 minutes remaining. That one is up. Ofafa with a shot, and he got it. Philip Ofafa making it 6-0 Creighton Prep. The defender. Great shot from the box off of the corner kick. Great play there by the Junior Jays. And now another kickoff here for North Star. Here's Kleppinger. Kleppinger trying to get around Franco. Daly to Kirchhoffer. Over to Palacios. Gotch. Tried to get it through. Blocked by Romulich. And here's Hurtado Guzman. Dribble got picked up again. And it's going to be Navigator ball. Daly. Over to Franco. Avalos Magana. Looking for Franco. Picked up first by Julio Tellez Leon. Here's Gotch on Palacios. Kirchhoffer. Sledge back to Hurtado Guzman. Hurtado Guzman from a shot way outside, and it's knocked up by Lincoln North Stars Isaiah Unterseher. In for the Junior Jays is going to be Luther Harrington. In for Alex Sibrinson. The junior started against Omaha South when both Shane Borman and Alex Sibrinson were injured from that game. Held Omaha South to 1 goal. There's Palacios. It's going to be North Star throw-in off the tackle there. Picked up by Evan Kirchhoffer here. Thought he had someone on the wing, didn't. Knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. And the throw-in is Romulich. Kirchhoffer gets it up. Now it's Sledge with a cross. Kirchhoffer takes a shot, and it's going to be knocked away just barely by Unterseher. Evan Kirchhoffer had a shot, had an opportunity just a little out front. He had to slide down to try to have a chance to get it in. And it's going to be a corner kick. This one taken by Kirchhoffer. Franco over to Kirchhoffer. Kirchhoffer tried to get a center, picked up by Unterseher. as we approach the 5-minute mark. North Star struggling to get it past even midfield here against this Junior J defense. Villegas gets it taken away by Avalos Magana. Avalos Magana thought about taking a shot, didn't. Gets it into Kirchhoffer. Kirchhoffer turns it around, takes one. Knocked away. Now here's Hurtado Guzman trying to get around. Tries to take one, deflected. McKinney in the box. Now it's Franco. Franco with a shot, and it's picked up by Unterseher. They're going to call it a corner kick here. Taken by Kirchhoffer once again. Nearly went in by itself. Knocked away. Kirchhoffer looking for a center once again. And now here is Avalos Magana. He's going to turn it around. Gets it over to Daly. Daly over to Kirchhoffer. Kirchhoffer back to Daly in the box. Out to Hurtado Guzman. He's going to take one. It's going to roll on the ground. And it's going to be picked up by Unterseher. Romulich over to Palacios. Palacios trying to get around Avalos Magana. Does. Tries to get around Franco. Some fancy footwork. Now here comes McKinney. They're going to say last touch by the Junior Jays. Throw in here. And here's Kleppinger. Kleppinger still holding it. Kleppinger throws in. Here's Palacios. Palacios trying to do it by himself. Can't. McKinney over to Kirchhoffer. Kirchhoffer looking for Sledge. Picked up first by Julio Tiez Leon. Kasim tried to get it up. Now it's Franco on the throw-in. Franco over to Hurtado Guzman. Now to Kirchhoffer. Picked up first by Kleppinger. And they're going to say it's Junior J possession here. Under 2 minutes remaining here. Junior J's up 6-0 in this District A-1 semifinal game. Cleared away by Palacios. Going to be Caleb Pick. He's going to get it back to Luther Harrington. Now Gotch. Gotch, who's done well against this defense. Gets it through to Sledge. Sledge with a cross for Kirchhoffer, and he scored it. Evan Kirchhoffer with the goal, making it 7-0 Junior J's lead with just over a minute remaining. Assisted by Matt Sledge from the left side. Here's Kleppinger. Here's Sahara Ahmed. Another Lincoln North Star throw-in. To Ahmed. This time to Manuel Puentes. Kirchhoffer.
10,
Look for McKinney as we see the last 10 seconds of the match.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is how it will end. The Junior Jays come out on top 7-0 against Lincoln North Star. Drew Manzu with 2, as well as Connor Lotus with 2, and Iguenma Ofafa and Kirchhoffer to round out the remaining 7. Some great defense from the Junior Jays. Had a slow first half, but were able to pick it up here in the second as they will move on to the district final game. District final game will be Wednesday here at Leahy Stadium on CPSN. So make sure to tune in for that. Creighton Prep 7, Lincoln North Star 0. Off of some great goals and some great offense by the Junior Jays. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I've been Chris Hillebrand alongside Cole Nalder, Mike Knockenauer, and Christian Bowman. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tune in Wednesday. Good night.